like to open it up with, before we get to your players, about just your, I don't even know what the right thing to say, but workload from last year to this year. I know you had help on the line, but now you can just focus on the interior. And it's great because that's the one person defensively that we've talked about losing. So can you talk a little bit about how your workload has changed? And then after that, maybe the elephant in the room of replacing Evan. Not, yeah. I don't mean that badly.
Yeah, man, it's been really good, man. We have a really good staff. Coach Sabini stepped up as the edge coach. He does a great job. We work hand in hand, and we got a good group, which makes it easy, which makes it fun. So, but overall, my primary focus is the D-line with the core focus on the inside guys, and it's been great. But me and Coach Sabini, we do a great job at collaborating together and working together to accomplish the goal.
I know that we've talked a little bit in here about the depth of the edge rushers and how much they've progressed. How much does that help your guys in the middle?
It helps a lot. It helps a lot. And I think one of the biggest things we notice now is guys understanding how to work together, right? So, for example, having guys that understand, okay, I got an inside guy that can rush a certain kind of way, gives the edge guy some confidence. Okay, if I know this inside guy getting off the rock, I can rush a certain kind of way based off of how he's rushing. So I think it allows those guys to play a little bit faster and also being confident, knowing the guy next to me going to do his job and he's going to go.
One of the fellas that I think has stepped up at least vocally is Wheeler. Can you talk a little bit about his progression and did he just walk in? Yep. Sorry. Yeah. His progression and maybe the progression of the whole unit.
Man, it's been great. Like just we as a staff challenged Wheeler early in the off season to step up as a leader and not to be the loudest guy, but to lead by with his actions. And I challenged him to just lead our group. Just make sure our group running on the field the right way. And Wheeler's a guy, he never complains. He's gonna look you in the eye and say, yes, sir. He's gonna give you his best. Right? So he's a guy, man, that's really taking ownership of our group, man. And from a leadership standpoint, he's helping our group grow a lot.
Kind of off the subject, but years ago, Coach Rock had a young man who was training to be a pilot, and I asked him if he would get in the plane. He said, absolutely not. Now, I'll ask you, would you let Wheeler cut your hair?
Yes, Wheeler.
Okay.
I did hear Wheeler can cut some hair. I can cut hair as well. But, yes, I would trust Wheeler to cut my hair.
All right.
I mean, I just got a one with waves, so you can't screw that up too bad.
Questions?
So Katrina mentioned Jay and another returner on that line, Jacob Merrifield, and that's a captain right there. So how much has it been helping to have him, and how has he progressed and kind of helped that loss of Evan be easy?
It's been, I mean, it will not be easy replacing Evan, right? Shout out to Evan, man. But Jacob has come along a long way, right? He's a guy, a veteran D lineman that has played a lot of college football, has a lot of experience. He helped bring the other guys along. He has great versatility, being able to play the both nose spot and the 3-tech. So we appreciate Jacob a lot, man. He's coming along and he's helping our group.
And then about Richard Thomas as well, I noticed he put on nearly 40 pounds, at least according to the depth chart. That's a lot of muscle. How has he kind of progressed, and is he kind of looking at earning a role this season?
Man, first shout out to Joey, man, our strength staff. Like Richard came here and legit put on almost 40 pounds of muscle, and he's faster, right? Joey do a great job with those guys, and Richard is a kid that developed a ton. Right now he's working, man. We gotta some more time in fall camp to keep working and see where he ends up. But it's all about competition. He got to continue to work and get better.
And then same thing with Kemar. He last year was a bit of a depth year for him too. How has he developed? And same thing, is he trying to earn a role this year?
Right. Kemar's flashing, man. He's flashing. Just think about it, when it comes to NFL body type, prototype, Kemar's that guy. He's 4.5, 6'5". He's put on 35 pounds since he's been here, similar to Rich. Kemar's coming along very well.
And you guys bring in a ton of talent with those guys as well. Bryce Langston from LSU, Devontae Jackson State, and Prince from Purdue. How has that competition developed? You bring in 3 talented guys like that, but the room is still elevating from the guys out there. Man,
it's all about those guys understanding we want to be at our best. It's not about who's the starter, where this guy from LSU, what did he know? It's about being, having that unit pride, being together and wanting to win and wanting to see your brother be at his best. I think we're in a special place with our group. Guys, they're selfless. You know, and that's what it's going to take to be their best. And we'd like to, you know, talk about Boise State D-line in 2013. They had 3 D-linemen get drafted from their room, and why not us, right? Why not, you know, have the talent in our room and be able to produce and have that kind of success?
Do you see there being like a lot of rotation, where you have different units for run stop, different units for pass rush, and there still being no drop off?
We do have a lot of versatility, and we use that word, no drop off, because we want no guys to be able to roll, man. 1s, 2s, 3s. There's no depth, right? You know, we want our best guys playing. So the guys that's going to be in that rotation are the guys that we trust and believe in.
Coach, when you're bringing in a lot of guys from a lot of different places and you're trying to mold this thing into a very productive unit with a lot of expectations, how long, and Coach has mentioned buy-in a lot, how long did it take finally, for your comfort level, to get this group to hit that buy-in level?
Man, that's a really good question. Just because nowadays college football is almost like pros. Like, you know, I mean, we got a bunch of new guys in our room, but we talk about relationships in our program, and this offseason, man, we had to do it. Like me and Willard, Bryce, D, we all went fishing, right? You know, we in paradise, so we took time to go fishing. I had the guys in my house, we went bowling. So really finding time to do stuff together outside of football, help those guys loosen up and create that buy-in. And man, I feel like we're in a really good spot with the relationship piece. And shout out to Coach Joey again, man, like just getting those guys. That's tough, right? As a strength coach, you got a bunch of brand new guys and you're trying to build a core of the team in the summer, right? I thought he did a phenomenal job at getting those guys all on the same page and believing in each other and creating that buy-in.
It seemed like you guys were focusing a lot on technique out there, whether it was hand placement or avoiding hand placement. Do you feel like there's just a couple technique things to work on, and this unit really could be special this season?
Yes, that is something we believe in, technique, and we want to keep drilling it every single day. We want to build muscle memory. We want to be great with our technique, and we believe, man, if we play with great technique, we got a chance to be good.
I just want to ask, there's the emphasis being placed on the rule, and you know in college football, at the start of a year, they'll emphasize something and then it disappears, but the late movement along the line, they're really going to be keying in on that, not allowing the encroachment. How much time have you spent on keeping guys still along the line here?
See, that's a really good question. We just hit that too. Yeah, so that's a part of what we do. You know, we want to, you know, we're multiple up front. Our guys know it's important that we want to be urgent with those movements. You know, we got to keep our pad level down. We want to be able to snap to it. We don't want to, you know, cause an encroachment of, you know, line up offside. So that is something we're very detailed about, and we got to continue to build on it.